Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. I'm ready for maths. Are you? Yeah, maths. What were we learning about yesterday? Can you remember? Cast your minds back. Are we doing adding? Takeaways? Sharing and grouping? No, we started a brand new topic, didn't we? We started our statistics topic and we were learning about tally charts yesterday. And today we're going to be doing more tally charts. Now, how did you get on doing your tally charts around your house? I set you the challenge of doing 3 different tally charts, didn't I? Did you manage to get them on Seesaw? Did Mrs Ellaway see them? Okay, we're doing tally charts today as well. So let's begin. Let's begin with that. Let's go from the beginning. From beginning, here we go. Here we go, everybody. It was seamless today. So we're going to be making tally charts again today. So let's get our brains in gear. Let's try and remember all that learning we did from yesterday. All that learning we did from yesterday. Get ready. Are you ready? Using these 3 questions. So it's a how many is represented question. We've been here before. We've definitely been here before with question 1. So I'll give you a moment to think what number is being represented in question 1. And they're those green numicon. What are they grouped in? 5s. Yes, that's right. There are 5. How many 5s are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's right. 4 groups of 5. What are 4 groups of 5? 5, 10, 15, 20. Ooh, 20, I hear you say. Yeah. Oh, let's see. Does Mr. PowerPoint agree? Yay, well done. Number 1, the picture represents 24 groups of 5. We've done that a lot. We're quite confident of that now, aren't we? Yeah, brilliant. Question 2. This is the new bit. This is the tallying that we did yesterday. And here we've got some tallies. Have a good look at it and have a think. How many is being represented for question 2? It's the same as above. What was that? It's the same as above. Why? Because they're grouped in 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, yes, you're right. We've got groups of 5 again. And remember, when you're doing a tally mark and you get to 5, rather than doing just another mark by the side, you cross across the first 4 that you did to sort of make it easier to count larger numbers. And here we've got 5 there, and another 5, 10, and another 5, 15, and another 5 is 20. So, Mr. PowerPoint, are we right? Do we think it's 20? Hurrah! Question 3. Ooh, we do have a 5 here. We have one group of 5, and then we have some stragglers on the end. What number is being represented there? Let's all shout it together on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. What number? 7. That's right. We have our group of 5 there. And then we're adding on these 2 extra sticks. We've got 5, counting on 2, 6, 7. I was going to say let's move on, but we're not going to move on because now you're going to pause me. Boosh, because it's over to you. Thinking about everything you learned yesterday and what we've just talked about, I want you to have a go on your worksheets. In fact, if I'm extra snazzy, I might even be able to get them up for you. Thinking about your worksheets. Here we go. I want you to have a go at question 1, 2 and question 3. So you can pause me and get on with that. You're drawing tally marks in for question 1. You're sorting out this information of socks on a washing line into a tally chart for question 2. And question 3, you're drawing the information that the tally chart is giving you into this box below. And the rulers have been done for you. I'm not going to tell you any more. I want you to read the questions carefully. Try and do it by yourself, carefully and by yourself, and see how you get on. Unpause me when you've done those 3. Bye, good luck. Welcome back. How did you get on? Was that all right? Brilliant. We're going to go through one of those. Oh, crikey. I can feel myself having a techno moment. Hang on. Share a screen. Share that screen. From current slide. Here we go. Hopefully you can see what I can see. So you've had a go at question 1, 2 and 3 now. What's really important in year 2 now, big year 2s, is you need to be having a go at reading these questions by yourself now, because you're all very good readers, understanding the questions and all that technical maths, those maths words that we use a lot, and having a go at independently doing some of those yourself. Because as you go into year 3 after the summer, it'll get cranked up the next year as well. So a big well done if you manage to have a go at that by yourself. That's brilliant. Let's move on. Let's learn new stuff. Now, this is what was in your question 3. So we are learning new stuff, and you've had a go at this already yourself, and a few of you might have found it quite tricky. So let's have a look. I've not got the exact question in front of me, but it was like class 2 have done a tally of things in their classroom, and they've presented the information in a tally chart. They recorded how many pencils were in their class. They recorded how many rubbers were in their class. And they recorded how many rulers were in their class. And it was your job for question 3, wasn't it, to draw that amount in the box underneath. The rulers had been done for you. So let's check to see if they got it right. What is the total amount of rulers that has been tallied in that tally chart? We've got one group of 5, haven't we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then there's one extra. So there's a total of 6 rulers there. So our lovely person here has already drawn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rulers for us. Job done. Let's go to pencils next. How many pencils did they tally in total? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 pencils. So hopefully you drew 4 pencils in your box. How many rubbers are there in total? Well, I can see I've got a group of 5 already, so I'm going to hold 5 in my head, and then I'm going to count on that extra 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 rubbers in total has been recorded on that tally chart. So hopefully you drew 9 rubbers into your box. Have a look at this. Let's see if Mr. PowerPoint got it right. Pencils, rubbers. Did they get it right? Pause me for a minute and have a look. What do you think? That's right. What are all those pencils doing? They've drawn 5 pencils there, haven't they? And they only needed 4. Get rid of that one. There we go. That was right. If you drew 9 rubbers like this, the rulers were done for you, and you did 4 pencils, you were absolutely right in that. Pat on the back. Well done. So this is where we crank it up a little stage further. In front of us, we see a whole host of different farm animals. There's horses and sheep, chickens and frogs, and 2 little puppy dogs as well, with bows in their hair. Look, here we go. Here's our tally chart. And I can see this column, the animals column, has all of the animals that we just talked about listed below. Now on the next column is the tally column, and we're very familiar with that now as well. And we're getting more confident at being able to do tally charts, aren't we? But what's this? What's going on over here? Oh, handy. We've got a totals column as well. So here we're going to practice tallying up the amount of the data in front of us and then writing the numerals from the tally as well into one chart. Oh, that makes complete sense. Let's watch a really good way to do it when you've been given lots of things in front of you, lots of pictures. They're starting with the horses, and because they've counted that horse, they're crossing it off to show that they've counted it, and they're putting the one tally into the tally chart. It's been counted. I'm not going to make the mistake of counting it twice, although that's quite hard in this example because there is only one horse. But they've crossed it off to show they've counted it, and they've put the tally in the chart. Job's a good one. Then they move on to the dogs. 2 crosses for the dogs. They do both the dogs, and they put the 2 tallies in the tally chart for the dogs. Next, they're going to look at the chickens. 1 cross, 2 crosses, 3 crosses, 4, 5. So in the tally chart, they're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, and don't forget your 5th cross is all 4. I know some of you have spotted some extra, but don't worry about that. We can see the ones we've already counted. Okay, what are they going to do next? Oh, we're moving on to frogs. So they've crossed 1 frog. Ooh. They've crossed 1 frog there. And they put a tally in. Crossed another frog, another tally, another frog. There, can you see? So they're crossing it off as they tally it to make sure they're getting it correct. Another cross, and they tally it in there. They've crossed off their 4 frogs that they can see the pictures of them, and they've put 4 tallies in their tally chart. Moving on to the sheep, maybe. Oh, no, they've crossed out a chicken and added their extra tally there. Oh, and they've spotted the other chicken and put a tally in there. So can you see how they're systematically working their way round, counting all of these objects because there's lots of them. Then they move on to the sheep. There's plenty of sheep. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. They were doing those in groups of 3 there. And that's all the animals crossed off and tallied. All in check, which is where we've got up to so far with our tally chart learning. But we have introduced now a new column, the totals column, which just gives us a really clear indication of exactly how many we've tallied. So horses, there's 1 tally, so you write the number 1 in the totals column. Dogs, there's 2 of those, so in goes the number 2. Chickens, well, in the end, they got up to 7 chickens. So 7 goes in the total column. What number's going to be written in for frogs? What number's going to be written in for sheep? Should we see if you're right? 4 frogs and 9 sheep. Well done. Right, have a go then at question 4 on your sheet. Now, question 4 has introduced, here we go, look, I'm getting a whiz at this, introduce this totals column as well. Can you see it's a shape question? And you've not got farmyard animals to count, you've got different shapes to count here. And you've got to do the whole chart. We've got the shape column, you need to write in which shape you're going to count first. So maybe you'll start with the blue circles, so you will write circles. Then you'll do the tally, and you can cross them off as you tally them and put the tally in the tally column. And then you can count out how many altogether and write the numeral in the total column. Then you could do the triangles, the squares, and I can see a rectangle as well. So pause me now and have a go at question 4. Then unpause me so we can do our last bit of the PowerPoint together. Well done, children. So good. So good. Right. Not a huge amount of information for our next problem, our next puzzle. But we've got 2 children here, and they've both been having a go at tallying themselves. In fact, this is their first lesson on tallying. They think they've got it. They think they understand how to do tally charts and how to make tallies of objects. But I'm not quite sure they've got it. First of all, this little girl here, might be Whitney, might be wrong. Whitney, potentially Whitney. We'll call her Whitney for now. Whitney's counted 7 things. She's counted 7 pens. So she makes a tally of 7. She's so excited. Look, watch her go. And then we've got, I don't know this boy's name. You lot probably do at home. I'm going to call him Bob for now. Bob. He loves tallying as well. Equally loves it as much as Whitney does, but equally is still a bit unsure about how to do correct tallying. So he's counted 6 things, 6 paper clips in the paperclip bag. So he does his tally for 6. Good try, Whitney. Good try, Bob. Can you work out where they've both gone wrong? They've both made a bit of a mistake. Pause me for a minute and tell the person near you why their tally isn't quite right. Whitney should have counted 7. Bob should have counted 6, but they've not done the correct markings for tallying. Can you work out why? Did you work it out? Whitney's done 1 extra tally in her group of 5, hasn't she? This one here shouldn't be, that's it, get it moved over there, Whitney. So she's got her 5 here, 4 sticks vertical, 1, 2, 3, 4. The 5th one still counts, but it goes across the 4. There shouldn't be a 5th one within it. So she's got her 5 now correctly written out. And this extra one, she made a bit of a mistake, has moved over. So we can see 7 now has been clearly and correctly written on her paper. Well done, Whitney. What about Bob? What mistake did Bob make? Yes, that's right. It was that tall one. The 5th count isn't just a taller stick, is it? It's a horizontal or diagonal stick. It should have been placed across the first 4. And now I can see quite clearly that he has tallied up 6 items, which were paper clips, I say. Have you ever made a mistake like Whitney or Bob? When you were first learning to do tallies? Easy mistakes to make, aren't they? But that's all part and parcel of the learning process. We have to make mistakes sometimes, then learn how to do it right, don't we? That's maths. That's life. Let's move on. So you've got 2 more questions to do on your sheet. Question 5 and question 6. Da, 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 da. Da. Here we go. Question 5 and question 6. Whitney, Teddy and Jack tally how many jumps they can do in a minute. And you can see they've recorded it in the tally chart, those tallies. Whitney, you might need to write the numerals in the total box, to be honest. Question 5A, Whitney there says, my total is 11. Do you agree with Whitney? And explain your reasons. And that's what lots of you are working hard at doing in maths at the minute, explaining your reasoning, making sure it makes sense, your reasoning, and that you've included detail in your answer. And question 5B says, how could Teddy's tallying be improved? Well, Teddy's gone a bit wild with his tallying, hasn't he? That looks like, I'm going to leave that with you. Make sure you put a capital letter at the beginning of your sentence and a full stop at the end. Just because it's maths doesn't mean your handwriting needs to go out the window. Still keep it neat. Your presentation should be beautiful for every subject. And finally, question 6, make a tally chart for a topic of your choice and compare your answers with a partner. Now, that might be jolly hard for all of us that are sitting here at home alone. I could compare my answers with Smudge, but Smudge isn't very good at doing tally charts. So anyway, maybe you could show mummies or daddies or grown-ups or brothers or sisters what you've done. Maybe set them to task doing their tally for them too. Anyway, so today for question 6, you're doing your own tally chart. I'm not giving you any topics to do it on. You can choose by yourself, so you can have fun with that. Have a wonderful time at doing those questions. I hope you've got on okay today. As always, if you have any trouble with anything, any questions, any queries, don't hesitate to ask us over Seesaw. We're always here to help. And enjoy it. And I will see you tomorrow for pictograms. Oh, bye everybody. Be good. Work hard. Bye.